very well that many people who have ever gone through an interview may be looking for a job and so on, especially for the first time have ever experienced this. So this is my experience during my first interview. It was like this. There was this new media house or media company that was looking for employees. That is for hosts, for reporters, for news anchors, and so on. At that particular time, I had just completed my diploma course, and so I was interested. So I decided to go and try my luck. I do remember very well mahali tulikuwa tumeenda for the interview. So it was somewhere near Thika Road Mall. And so at that particular time nilikuwa Eldoret, and so I was doing some business here and there. So that particular day I woke up very early in the morning na nikaelekea kule. My friend. Sema watu kurauka. People had arrived very early. And the other thing is that people were very many. Watu walikuwa wengi sana. And the question that remained, where will I make it? But there was no other option but just to try. So I was lucky because I was among the top 20 people who had arrived early, and so I was privileged to enter that interview room, because I can remember well that there are people who didn't manage to go to the interview room, and so I was very happy. Now the interview started and went on very well, and now it was my turn. Listen to my worst experience that I passed through when I entered that interview room. When I got in, oh my gosh, the panel, ilikuwa na watu wengi, almost 20 people, and I was, gosh, will I make it? So walikuwa wanaangalilia mtu, oh my God, those eyes. Ulikuwa unajiambia tu, oh my God, si dunia ipasuke niingie. At first time, I thought maybe walikuwa wanakuangalia hivi, maybe to check for your outfit and so on. But later on, I came to understand that maybe it is a tactic that they are using, maybe to kuchuja people, because as I said, watu walikuwa wengi sana. Secondly, they were doing this to see whether you can remain confident after kuangaliwa hivyo. So it was a tactic. So my friend, let me tell you, after kuangaliwa na hiyo macho, my confidence ikaenda. Yes. Everything evaporated. Yes, trust me, everything evaporated. But by the grace of God, I tried to be confident, though nilikuwa muoga. So hiyo ikapita, tukaikia kwa padi ya maswali. And the first question they asked me, waliniuliza which position I was looking for. And I answered I was looking for a position for a reporter. Without more discussions, they just told me that to assume a scenario that I'm somewhere and an accident has just occurred, so I'm in the field and I'm supposed to report live. And so I went on. It was a local station, and yes, I was ready, and I can remember very well this is exactly what I said. Nĩ ngatho cia mwanya Wanjiru wa Macharia wĩ mwena ũcio ũngĩ wa studio, nĩ ndĩrakwamũkĩra wega. Niĩ na niĩ haha ndũgamĩte barabara-inĩ nene ya kuma mũciĩ wa Nairobi gũthiĩ Naikuru, harĩa mũtino mũru wa barabara warĩkia kuoneka, na kuria andũ atatũ mate mĩoyo yao hau na arĩa angĩ magĩa nguraro njũru na nĩ marĩkia gũtwarwo thibitarĩ iria ikuhĩrĩirie. Wanjiru nĩ kwenda gũkũmenyithia atĩ nĩ tũkwarĩtie na maabithaa a borithi na nĩ ngũkũnengereria mĩario ĩyo nĩguo ũkorwo ũkĩigua ũrĩa tũkorire tũkĩaranĩria. No wamũiria ngũnengererie mĩario ĩyo, nĩ ngwenda mũhũri wakwa wa mbica akorwo agĩkuonereria harĩa mũtino ũcio warĩkia kũhanĩka. Angĩkorwo nĩ ũrakĩona, Wanjiru no ũrore harĩa thutha wakwa harĩ na macunguruma ma ngari marĩa matarĩ mareherio nginya thaa ici. na mau nĩ matigari ma ngari iria ciagĩkorwo cigĩkuruhana mũtino-inĩ ũcio. No Wanjirũ nĩ tũgĩkorirwo twĩ haha rĩrĩa maabitha a borithi mokire moya mĩrĩ mamĩtwara nyũmba-inĩ cia kũiga mĩrĩ yakuo, na acio angĩ magĩkorwo kana magĩteng'erio thibitarĩ iria igĩkuhĩrĩirie. Yes, I did it. And at that particular point, I was paused. And after that, I saw them discussing something. And after a very short discussion, they never told me anything. And the next thing I heard from them is them asking me anything I can present or any other thing that I can do for the station apart from reporting. And yes, I was there. I told them I can sing because it was just an open opportunity. You were to showcase your other talent. I decided, why not sing? And they just gave me that opportunity. I can remember at the time this song, Unatosha by Eunice Jerry, was the trending song at the time. So I decided, why not try this? I started. Nimeubeba msalaba wangu, nikufuate wewe uliyenipenda. Nimeitua mizigo yangu kwako, nikufuate wewe uliyenipenda. Oh, at that particular point, I saw one of the panelists racing hard, and automatically I knew ishamchukua hapa ndipo. And I was very courageous. Nikainua sauti. Oh my God. And the next thing I had before I could even continue, I said, I heard him saying next. And so I don't know whether Roho Mtakatifu alikuwa ameshuka at this particular point. I just went on singing Wanitosha. I just continued with the chorus Wanitosha. But for the second time he said next, and I was he's telling me to go to the next song. So I decided to start the next song. And I remember I sang a song by Paul Mwai, I think, yeah. But before I could continue, my friend, hapa ndipo story iko. Before I could even start the song by Paul Mwai, I just had someone holding my hand and pulling me. And I was like, oh my God, who are you? What are you doing? What is this? Akanivuruta kwa utaratibu, akanielekeza mahali. It was another route to go outside from the interview room. And I was like, ni nini kinaendelea? And he was there. He just told me, your time is up. And he insisted, hujasikia mtu next ameitwa. And I was, oh my gosh. I thought I was asked to sing the next song. Unfortunately, he was calling the next interviewee or the next person. My gosh, I didn't know what to do next. I was just there studying. When I was still studying there outside, questions started coming into my mind. But before more questions could come in my mind, I just turned and saw my colleagues who were just passed through the same routes, and they were just there. I remember this very well, and oh my God, the most funniest statement that I remember, I remember one person telling me that, kama umepitishwa hii route, jua imeenda. And I was, oh, kweli, ishaenda. After studying there for minutes, there was a seat just beside the area, so I decided to sit down there, maybe to know what next. I was in disbelief because I was very sure 100%, not even 100. I think it is 110% that I was going to get that job. I remember when I was traveling to Nairobi from Eldoret, I was in the matatu, and here I was telling myself, this is what I was telling myself, that hiyo interview naenda, hiyo ni kitu ya dakika kidogo, and by the way, they are the one who will be looking for me. I'm not the one who will be looking for them. I was even telling myself, nitawaonyesha hao akina Jeff Koinange, akina Jeff Kuria, hao ni shadow. I will be the role model. Just wait. And here I am. Oh. So at this particular time, I flashed back, and I remember what I was telling myself when I was inside that matatu, and I was, oh no, this cannot be. What will I say? What will I tell my parents? What will I tell my lecturer back at the college? What will I tell you? What will I tell my aunt, where I had planned to stay overnight so that I can go back the next day to continue with my business as I wait for the results? It was fire inside my head. It was just chaotic. So I just sat there, and time had already gone. So I was just there scrolling my phone, looking for text messages, looking whether there is someone who have called me. Basically just doing nothing, scrolling my phone. So when I came back to my senses, I realized that almost everyone has dispersed. Just few people who are moving up and down across. And when I was just seated there, I just saw a hotel where I could get a cup of tea. In fact, I was very hungry, so I decided to go inside and get a cup of tea before I could know what to do next. So I just got inside, ordered my cup of tea, and I was there waiting, and I was still there waiting. There was a very bad conflict inside my mind. Voices trying to tell me. There was voice A and voice B. Voice A was trying to convince me that I'm a failure, that I can't do. How can I come all the way from Eldoret and I cannot get anything? There was this other voice, voice B, that was trying to console me. Yes, you have done it. In fact, you have tried. You were among the 20 people who have gone to the interview room. And in fact, umejibu maswali. And I think you have done your best. Keeping in mind, this is the first time to be in an interview, and the second voice could come. You are just consoling yourself. You cannot remember what your family members said. You cannot do anything. You cannot go far. And I say, at that particular point, I saw, na ni kama ni ukweli, hata kama watu wa familia walisema we cannot go far, and this is the first interview I have failed. Kweli ni kama siendi bari. But the second voice kept on consoling me. Ikaniambia, just keep on trying. Remember, this is the first time. You have more other chances. It is not a must you win for the first time. Remember, even Jesus failed for 3 times and he woke up. So this is a fail for the first time, but you can win for the next time. And I was like, I think this is the perfect voice. Afterwards, ile voice baya, wewe voice baya, ikarudi. And yaniambia, you can't. So kukakuwa na majibizano, you can't, you can. And I was, excuse me. Can you give me even a time to breathe? Whatever have happened have passed, and we must accept the results. So, because that is past tense now, can you guys give me the next move? I want to go home. I don't know what to do. Can you give me the answer instead of fighting? So now I was talking to my mind. So fortunately, at that point where I was talking to my mind, telling my mind to settle down and give me a solution to what to do next. I had a person talking behind me, and I was like, oh, who is this? And he was saying, hello, niaje? And I was there, nikasema poa. And akaniuliza, can I join your table? And I said, why not? Karibu. And he was there, he seated, and akaniambia, and he told me, how was the interview? And I was like, who is this asking me about the interview? And oh my God, guess what? Guess who it was? God. The one of the panelists mwenye aliinua mkono juu wakati Roho Mtakatifu alikuwa ameshuka, the person who stopped me. And I was like, you again, umenisimamisha kwa interview ukanifanyia hivyo, then you are here asking me how was the interview. Niliuliza kimoyomoyo, and nikamali notice, akaniambia, just calm down, I'll just tell you why I am here. And he went on, umekula? I was just confused. This particular person, ndiye amefanya nisipite interview. He's here asking me question, and now he's asking me whether I have taken something. There is something that is not adding up. So he asked me the second time, umekula kitu? And I was there. I was confused what to tell him, but honestly, I just said, I have taken a cup of tea and I'm okay. I want to go home. And he was there. He said, before you go home, I know you know me. I'm one of the panelists who we are conducting the interview, and I'm just here to tell you something very special that you don't know. And I was like, very special? But how? And he went on. First of all, sorry, you didn't get the position you are looking for. Secondly, I'm just here to tell you that you have a very good voice, and you can go very far. You can do great work when you work on this and this and this. So he pointed several things maybe that made me not to maybe pass the interview, and he told me, you have a very good voice and you can do better. You are exposure, I liked the way you performed, the way you presented yourself, but you have to work on several things. And guess what? I'm the one who will help you to do that. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was, God, oh, thank you, God, you have done it. This is what I was waiting for. Despite that, I didn't get the position that I was looking for. At least, and it was just a coincidence. The person who broke my heart, who stopped me during the interview, is the same person who is giving hope. It's like, oh God, thank you. So takuongea hapa na pale. So we decided to exchange numbers, and he promised to be helping me whenever I needed his support. And so guys, from there I was very happy. Now, by the way, I had gained all the confidence. Ile confidence ilikuwa imepotea pale ikarudi, and I was like, yeah, I can do it. And now I had the courage to go to my aunt's place to spend my night. In fact, I had unajua nilikuwa nimewachocha, nilikuwa nimewaambia hiyo kitu napita asubuhi. So they were just waiting, na sijui ningewaambia aje, but this time kuna mtu amekuja akaniambia, I tried, hata kama sikupata ile position, I had a good voice, so I had something to go and tell my aunt, my family members, my lecturer, and so on. So story ya experience in my first interview ikaishia hapo. The rest is a story of another day. But why am I telling you this story? Kwa nini nimekuja kuambia hii story? I'm here to tell you all this just to come and encourage someone. I know that many people are passing through such challenges, going from one office to another, going for interviews and hawajafanikiwa. Kuna wale wanapitia changamoto mbalimbali, various challenges. I'm here to encourage you that in the midst of those challenges, you can focus on that one positive thing that happened during those challenges, and that will keep you going. Itakuwezesha kuamka tena and tell you, yes, I can. Despite that I have fallen, yes, I can try again and again and again. Yes, nilianguka for the first time, but I can wake up and continue going. So until we meet next time, goodbye.